hang on to your seat, baby, because this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Let's go to entertain. So time comes y'all with another Hollywood hot topic. So we talk about the most salacious news and Hollywood. Okay. I'm back, y'all. Thanks for the heart. I love you. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Okay. So first thing I wanted to get into, y'all, is Spice and Erica. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the whole scene from the jump, not just from everything that happened. And let's break down the whole scene. Okay. Okay. Getting to the scene. Spice, you had the wrong attitude. Queen of the dance hall, Spice, you had the wrong attitude. Your juxtaposition was off, okay? It seemed like you had talked to Safari probably directly before you filmed the scene. Production got into your ear directly before you filmed the scene. You were feeling away because the way you were even just sitting there waiting for Erica, it's like you knew you were going to rip her to shreds. So that was already off to begin with. Starting off with that. Erica, you coming in knowing that y'all shot that previous scene where your vein was popping out of your forehead like that, and that, you know, you and Spice had a little tension. You came in a little bit too happy-go-lucky. I can't stand a nonchalant MFer, and you was very nonchalant coming in like there was no, you know, issues or anything like that. You could have just came in a little bit more, you know, aware that there might be a problem. You was too like, chimichangas out for everybody to see. Okay, let's start with that, right? Because that might irritate somebody that already has the issue with you coming in all nonchalant the way that you did. Okay, let's not forget the vein. Okay, look like a tree trunk, right? So that was already off to begin with. So once they sit down, they start, you know, catching up or whatever. And then Erica, there goes the fake stuff. Erica, why did you have to eat up Spice like that, eat her dick up like that, like you were at an eatery? Like, you know, oh, I love that you are a great mom. You're a great woman. You're so strong. Like, you could pick me up strong. That's the fake stuff I be talking about. You know you don't like Spice like that. I don't think Erica has ever liked Spice like that. Okay? So that was the fake stuff starting off with that, right? And then we get into basically Spice saying, hey, like, let's cut the BS. We have some issues because, one, you lied about saying that you never had dealt with Safari and stuff like that when y'all was going through our issues, made it seem like he was this bad man. Okay, a waste man. And meanwhile, he wasn't a waste man. And you were getting your Big Debbie cakes eaten out, treating him like a porta potty. Okay? Right? He was pissing and shooting and pooting all in his face, right? And you made it seem like a whole different way versus how it really was. Okay? Here's where Spice is messed up at. And this is the same thing Courtney kind of did on Atlanta Housewives. You are a friend of somebody who has a wife or baby mom. You stepping in a little bit too much. You're not a part of their relationship. That's where I'm telling y'all, that's why you can't be friends with everybody, because it's like you stepping in too much to where you don't belong. Do you have a child with him? Then you shouldn't care that much. I know that's your friend, but now it's starting to look suspicious because you putting too much emotions into it. Let me find out y'all was under the sheet, because this is starting to look like y'all was under the sheet, to be honest, because Spice was putting a little bit too much emotion into it for me. Way too much. Okay? This is where miscommunication comes in. When Erica says, how would you feel if you were me? Because Spice feels away because I guess when Spice was in the hospital or whatever, Safari was like, oh, wait, man, okay? He was feeling away, and, you know, he was very emotional because Spice was near death, or nobody was confirmed as to her health condition. So he felt a way about that, and he was emotional. So in my opinion, Erica had a right to feel like that, because if I was almost unalive and I'm carrying your child and you couldn't care less, you was partying on the gram and But that's the thing with Erica, though. Some of the stuff you saying, now we can't trust because now we know that you was getting your Big Debbie cake slammed and plammed and boo-bopped and shawooped, okay? Because how do we know that's not a lie? How do we know he wasn't actually following up on you and checking up on you? You were just trying to make it seem like on social media that he wasn't. If y'all don't know, Safari, he's not on Instagram no more. He said he deleted it. I said, damn, it was that bad. So that already shows we can't really trust you. But we're going to take her word for it from this story. Says that, you know, he never checked up on her. The baby was in ICU, all this stuff, and he could care less. Versus Spice, and you are, oh my God. I would have felt away too, because it's like, wow, like that's crazy. Like, that's your whole baby. Like, we got a whole baby together, and you could care less about your baby. And I'm your baby mom. Like, I would have felt away. So I think Erica was right in feeling that way. But where Spice said that miscommunication, she thought she was saying, how would you feel if you were me being like a single mom? She wasn't saying that. Erica was saying, how would you feel if you were me and your BD couldn't care less about you, but another woman that he's friends with is, you know, out in a hospital and he's falling over crying. But for me, he didn't do the same thing. That's where the miscommunication came in with that. But Spice not listening. She said, you act like you're the only mother that's been a single mother. I've been it for 14. And then, you know, Erica, you know, I've done it for 16. Y'all know Erica, she got to bring the Tubi theatrics in it. She's 16. 16. I'm a teen mom. I've been a teen mom. Y'all know Erica, she got to bring the theatrics into it, okay? So they go back and forth with that, right? And then this is where Spice was wrong. In my opinion, both of them was wrong. Erica, you was dead wrong. And Spice, you was wrong because you set it off. You saying your son don't like you, that to me is where the part I'm starting to look at you and Safari suspicious, because you put too much emotion into it. Because that's not something that you say to somebody that is supposed to be your friend and you're friends with the BD too. That's weird. That shows me that you have more feelings. Y'all know I'm always right with these predictions every time. Remember I told y'all Amara and Safari was fake? I was right. Every time I'm telling y'all, I'm Mr. Cleo. I'm very intuitive. There's something further going on with them too. I'm telling you, because it's not making any sense. Because you putting too much into it. Like, so you bring up the song was wrong, and Erica, the table flipping, that was very much to be acting. Okay, stuck double itch. Okay, you flipping that table like that. You know what it reminded me of when Spice and Tokyo got into that fight, and then I think she tried to throw like the purse at her, and then Spice was like, your favorite albatross, rude. When she basically, you know, she called she called Tokyo a hippo, right? Here's the thing. Erica, you flipping up that table like that, you had to think about it. Because if y'all noticed, before she flipped that table up, she looked at the camera. She said, y'all getting this? And then you flip the table like that. Mind you, Spice is freshly out of, you know, weeks and probably a couple months out of, you know, getting all her issues fixed medically. So that could have really been a risk to her life, to be honest. And Erica, you're not really about that life. Because if you really wanted to thump on Spice, security didn't run up that quick. You could have got to her. I'm telling you, there was like a split second. Somebody who's on that type of timing, they would have got the Spice on, period. I've seen it before. You got to be quick on your feet. Erica didn't really want to fight her like that. Erica didn't want to fight her like that. She just wanted to show her, hey, stop playing with me. And then you, Erica, making those black colorist comments. That's always been Erica. I wasn't shocked at all. And you was wrong for that. Okay? Because you think because you're Afro-Latina that every black dude that gets with you, you know, they're not going to run off. Well, guess what? He ran off with another Afro-Latina that's a little bit darker than you, Amara la Negra. And, you know, Mona Scott handed both of them scripts and said, hey, we need you to y'all be in a relationship this season. And, you know, y'all get together because there ain't not much going on in this city, to be honest. Yeah, we have most of the same cast and they're boring. Okay? All right, so now Safari's over there banging or acting like he's banging Amara's kinky curls out, okay? He's getting kinky with her curls. So you thought you're better than. No, you're not. Okay? That's always been Erica. She said stuff like that in the past. A lot of stuff like that in the past. I feel like she thinks it's okay because, you know, of her victim mentality. Erica has a huge victim mentality. We've seen this numerous times before. And she goes even a step further and says, I wish you was unalive. Be careful what you wish for. I'm telling you. When you say stuff like that about other people, it comes back tenfold. Right? So she might want to end up, you know, apologizing for that and retracting those statements like that, because God forbid you end up in a hospital with them veins popping out your forehead. You're going to wish that nobody's wishing death upon you. Okay? Spice was still wrong though for saying that. I don't care. And the problem is there's a huge debate on what you can say when somebody makes you mad, right? To me, what you say when somebody makes you super angry is something that they were thinking all along. That's like when a girl gets in a fight with their gay best friend and they call them all types of faggots. They've been feeling you're a faggot. They just had to get mad for them to call you a faggot. So it's like, I compare it to that, to be honest. I don't think it's right at all. And Erica, you having kids of a darker complexion now, you're going to really have to deal with colorism because they're going to be treated differently from other children. So, like I said, stuff like that comes back to bite you in the butt. So I don't know why she was so comfortable in saying it so ferociously with all her might and mighty. A lot of the girlies feel like she should be kicked off of the show, kicked off of the franchise. Okay, she's declassing the franchise. They feel like she should be kicked off. They're not going to do it. Do I think that they should kick her off? No. Do I think they should demote her? Yes. Her story to me is lacking. Especially the fact that she lied about getting her Big Debbie cake slammed out. Y'all, she should have been got demoted to friend. Why did y'all demote Carly and then y'all kept Erica? That to me is crazy. Y'all demoted good old Carly Red. Who knows what she got going on in her story? But then y'all letting Erica line but stay years and years and years and years and years. Even though the ratings are doing great, Atlanta to me supersedes Miami because the stories are a lot more authentic. They're a lot more real. So I don't think they're going to demote her though, because we've seen this happen, or fire her though. We've seen this happen with Erica and the OG. I say Erica, Evelyn in the whole OG situation. They didn't get rid of Evelyn like that. Evelyn had to low-key step down so she could not face that pressure from the media. So she kind of, back before, okay? And listen, one thing about Spice, say what you want about her, she's going to use this as a press opportunity, okay? She's gonna be like, you need to check out, my album Black Hypocrisy. This event between me and Erica was inspired by Black Hypocrisy. She's gonna use that. She already did. She did an interview recently. They asked her what she felt about her being called a monkey by Erica.
Spice, if somebody flipped the table at me and called me a monkey,
oh wow,
I'd be, taking off my earrings, ready to tussle a little bit. And I kind of
I mean, I feel like that comes with I know what I signed up for.
Yeah.
So I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm in a better space right now.
So reality TV, is it?
It comes with it. You know what the franchise is about. So it's okay for me.
But it's worth your peace of mind.
I have my peace of mind. Nobody takes my peace of mind away from me.
Spice, if somebody flipped the table at me and called me a monkey,
oh wow,
I'd be, taking off my earrings, ready to tussle a little bit. And I kind of
because someone's opinion of me does not value who I am, and does not because someone thinks something of me, that doesn't mean that's who I am. I'm the person that came up with colorism a few years ago. I'm black and beautiful. I'm now bleach, proud. I'm a color. I've been done it, said it all. Always reminding my melanated women how beautiful they are, to love themselves, who they are. Like,
y'all know that that album go chart, baby. Yeah, you gave her free press, Erica. Dummy. I swear to God. And another thing with this scene, you know who needs to be snatched the fuck up? Shekinah. When everybody is going to expose Shekinah for what's going on in her life? Why is it? I'm telling you, let me be on a show like this and we have somebody who's not opening up their lives and they instigate with people and stuff like that. I'm gonna get you, bitch. I'm gonna make sure we know all your business because I'm putting all my business out there and you're not gonna tell your business. and we on the same platform and your check might be the same amount as mine or close to it. No, we're gonna know about your business too. Next season, they need to get on Shekinah's ass. Bring her mama, bring her daddy, bring all the people in her family, expose her business. Because that to me isn't fair. It's for you guys to be on the same platform, you know, getting paid or whatever, and she is keeping her stuff a secret, and she over here in everybody else's scenes and storylines, kiki and ka. I'm telling you, it's coming, Shekinah, and it's gonna be real bad. Okay, what Big Leg said, I gotta be the real bad. It's gonna be coming real bad. I'm telling you. Okay. Speaking of more stuff that happened on the episode, mind you, that episode was so good. Shout out to Love Hip Hop Atlanta and the production team over there, because y'all do y'all a big way with Atlanta. Okay, y'all really do y'all a big way. So something else that happened is we seen basically Diamond confront Sierra about keeping her name in her mouth. Keep my name out your mouth, because I was raised in South. Okay, during the scene, she basically was like, "Oh, I don't recognize you. Like, I didn't think that you was that same girl from high school. That, you know, the same guy that we slept with." The same guy I knew, at least, you know, got you pregnant. I thought this was a whole different girl. Another scene where I feel like you should have snatched her up. She was playing in her face. I'm sorry. She was really, really playing in her face. Like I told y'all, Sierra to me was beautiful before, but now she played in her face so much. She was like a Sesame Street character. Okay. You don't know who you're getting each episode. One day Elmo, one day Big Bird. So it's like it's bad. It's real bad. Sierra, though, is still pretty. I will say that. Sierra's not ugly. As much as work that she's gotten done, I can't sit here and call Sierra ugly woman. She's still a beautiful woman. Period. So for you, Diamond, to kind of shade her on that is a little bit low when you know the pressures of Hollywood and she's doing that to really keep up with some of the other girlies. But what people don't know is you can really you don't have to be using some of these medical stuff on your, you know, these Botox and fillers and stuff like that. If you use the correct products, you can have skin like, you feel me? You can keep it up. You just got to use the correct products. So I think that's what Sierra probably wasn't doing when she was a lot younger. The thing is with Diamond, though, Diamond confuses me because, oh, by the way, y'all, Diamond is messy. Messy boots. She has a show, you guys, on Not As TV. Shout out to Not As TV. They filmed it. I don't know if they put it out. They didn't put it out yet. I know that. But they filmed it. And one of the girls said that she is very messy. She was setting people up, okay, doing certain things on the show. Very sneaky. So don't let, you know, the vegan 2005 appearance fool you, okay? She's very messy, right? So I don't get Diamond's position in this whole Love Hip Hop thing, because has Scrappy ever stepped out and say, hey, that's my girl, that's my woman, like we together now? Because it seems like you're using her for storyline, Scrap, to make your storyline keep going, like to make it a little bit more salacious. That's what I get from that whole thing. I don't see them being together lasting, because I think Diamond knows the real Scrappy, and I don't think she likes the real Scrappy, in my opinion, because y'all know Scrappy has commitment issues. So during this scene, she basically was like, I didn't even know that was you. I thought that was somebody else. No. And Sierra's basically like, oh, like, I didn't, you know, as we get older, we're going to change. We're going to look different. You feel me? Unlike you, and you're in 2005, you still look the same, you know. Which I ain't gonna lie, Diamond, you do look the same though. I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, fashion-wise, she looks the same. Like, she never has, like, you can look at Diamond back then and know that, you know, she hasn't stepped up like the fashion game. I'm just saying. Sierra did go and address how she looks or whatever. She says the only thing that she's gotten done is like her lips and then her nose, and then she's put like a couple fillers in or whatever. Like I said, Sierra's not ugly. Like, you just can't say that. You could just tell that she's had work done. There's some people like you could look at, you could just tell that they've got work done. That's the type of person Sierra is. Okay. All right, and then Sierra did call Diamond skin and bones at one point when they were going back and forth, and she felt a way about that. Diamond felt a way about being called skin and bones, which the thing is, Diamond looks very healthy. Say what you want. Not everybody has to follow the BBL trend. Not everybody has to be that thick girl with a BBL. I think, to be honest, BBLs are going out of style. So it's not too much of a read to call her skin and bones, because it's not like Diamond is out here looking like anorexic or anything like that. Not saying that's a bad thing for the ones that are suffering with that, but she doesn't look unhealthy. I'll say that.
Horsey, let me get to you. And mind you, I don't give a I'm literally in the bed with my son, wig on the top of my head, pajamas, in this big ass house by myself. I ain't have to have no nigga to help me move. I could never be a mistress to a nigga that was my nigga. And when we were going through our issues, you was in my house, in my bed. Him.
Ooh. Is that Shay Phaedra? Here's the thing, though. To me, Bambi has never been a mistress. The only mistress is Shay, in my opinion. Shay was the mistress. Sorry, Shay. We're going to get to you in a little bit. But to me, Shay was the mistress.
You think I give a fuck about you? You need to worry about not putting them credit cards in your son's name. That's what you need to worry about. Because now, I'm about to start talking. Y'all ain't gonna want me to talk.
I told y'all she messy.
And as far as the skin and bones comment, you're looking at a vegan, baby. You should try it. I'm actually more healthier now than I ever been before. You should probably get more Botox in your faces. I don't know what the y'all not booked and busy. Y'all been on what? Almost every episode on Love and Hip Hop?
Y'all, they paying good, okay? I heard their checks are fat. All right, say what you want, but their checks are fat. So you trying to get to where they at. I'm sorry, baby. You can't really shade on nobody for being on every episode of a show, because it's like, if they're getting paid for it, what's the shade of it all? Yeah, I'm not with you there.
Ain't got no motion. What's going on? Because when this show go off, what y'all gonna do? Go suck some more. This right here, paid for it. Me, myself, my work. I don't need it. If I want them, that'll be a plus. And I actually can bring to the table. I ain't never trying to come off no and not bring it to the table.
And guess what, sweetie? A girl with some housing now. He loves a good girl with some housing, all right? So that's a plus.
You're divorced. So what that tell you? Sierra, you're divorced. So what does that tell you? That's like your third or fourth divorce?
No, she got her with that. I ain't gonna lie to you. She got you with that, Sierra. There. I know Sierra sitting there with a face crack on when she saw that video.
Can't keep it. Like, is not watching how y'all treating these.
Okay. She said, the fact that this is the same person is beyond me. For those asking, it's Sierra from Love Hip Hop Atlanta. And then Diamond reposted that and then posted an old picture of Bambi. It looks like when she was filming Basketballs LA, when she was shimmer, 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 and she had all that glitter flying, and she put the horse emojis on top of it. Here's the thing. They should have made Diamond one of the main cast this season, to be honest. Really could have took Erica off. Because that storyline is getting very tired. Next year, I'm surprised. Next season, I'm surprised what she's going to do, because that Safari storyline is becoming very unbelievable. I do feel like Diamond doesn't really have a fight in this, because like I said, Scrappy has never, after you guys broke up, made you like the main girl. So you're really fighting a losing battle, in my opinion. Okay? More on to Love and Hip Hop. Now, Amara Negra, listen, mama. She admitted, that her and Safari's relationship was all for content purposes. Now, I done said numerous times before, I'm not covering Love Hip Hop Miami. And the reason why I say this is because I told y'all I've been on set for it, like as a background person, and it's very overly produced. But a lot of these reality shows are. So I'm not saying Love Hip Hop Miami is the only one that's overly produced. My problem with Love Hip Hop Miami is they've had too much of the same cast members on year after year after year after year after year after year after year with the same storyline, never really progressing. At least Atlanta, they switch it up, they introduce new characters, they get a little bit deeper into their lives. when it comes to Miami, I don't know who is producing it, but there's a huge issue with that franchise. I feel like the ratings are there though, believe it or not, but it's not something to me that I find interesting because it lacks authentic story. And one of it being Amara Negra and Safari. So she basically went on live and said that that was their relationship wasn't real and it was really for show. And the last real relationship she really had was in season 1. Well, the real storyline that she had was in season 1.
Safari never said y'all was in a relationship either. I've been single since the father of my kids, and I haven't had sex since the father of my kids. Mama, mira, listen. Mira, mama.
Somebody has a big dick, but you know, it's not going in my home.
Let me put it this way. I'm a pretty smart girl. I believe that I am. I have come this far because I think I'm pretty smart. And I get hired to do my job and I do what I have to do. I do it well. We have good ratings.
Yeah.
And with that being said, I have accomplished my mission. Now, if after that you want to believe whatever it is you want to believe, that's on you. You understand? Like I said before,
that's about it. You understand? Mind you, in person, she is gorgeous. Like, you can't read her on her looks. Amara is pretty in real life. There is no filter. It's real life. She's like that. I'm telling you. Like, swear to God.
I've been single since the father of my kids, and I haven't had sex since the father of my kids, and I continue.
Okay? Here's the thing. Let me tell y'all how a Love Hip Hop scene is set up. Boom. Let's say Amara and Safari are having a party to celebrate their 1 year anniversary, right? First, they find a location. They get permission from the location. Boom, green light. Next, we need people to attend the party. So we invite cast. We invite close friends to the cast. They have to sign a release to be able to be shown on camera. But that may not be a lot of people. They want the room to be full. That's where people like me would come in. They have this person, which I'm not going to name the real life person who does it. So we're going to call her TD. So TD puts out casting calls. Hey, we need people for a party. We're paying $75 for 3 hours or more. It ends up being way more than that. I swear to God. That's why I stopped doing it. Because I'm like, I'm going to waste my day. Like, we're not doing that. Like, let me tell you what they'll do. They'll be like, okay, from 4 to like 12, right? Or 4 to 11. And then the day of, times change, guys. We got to get there at 12 p.m. And we might not wrap till like 9. You know? End up being like a whole day thing. So you get the people, cast the calls, whatever, right? They say, hey, who wants to do it? A person bites, they see it, okay, I want to do it, have them submit pictures, so on and so forth. And then once you get approved to be there, they tell you the location. They say a show. They kind of let you know once they tell the location, you get there. They usually don't tell the location, probably like the day before or the day of, whatever, you get there. Boom. And then you're there while they're filming it. That's how these Love Hip Hop scenes and other reality shows do this too. So I'm not hiking on Love Hip Hop Miami. Other shows do this too. That's how those rooms be looking so full, because y'all probably think, oh my God, all these people just show up every time. Like, that's crazy. Not every time. Sometimes, yes. I will say that sometimes. It depends on the event. But most of the time, not really. Those are extras. So they're put in to fill up space, make it look like a more eventful party. And yeah, right? Every time I would see their scene on the show, it just, to me, it looked so awkward. Don't get me wrong. I do feel like they've probably dealt with each other. Banged each other's Debbie cake. Well, I'm going to say each other's Debbie cakes out. Well, Amara's gotten her kinks banged out by Safari, okay? But that's what actors and actresses do, okay? After a while, improving, you might fall in love. And I'm going to tell y'all this. There is no script, though. Like, there's no, like, paper form. They don't give you paper like, hey, you're gonna say that. No, it's improv. So after a while, once you're done having real conversations, if there is such of that, the rest of it is really like improv. But what my problem is Miami, it's so noticeable. It's so noticeable. I seen a scene, right? It was Shay and Amara. They were sitting down. I think they were wearing like red or pink, white, one of those colors. That's what I remember from the scene. And this was on the new season. And Shay cussed her out. She was just like, oh my God, like, you dating so far, you didn't even let me know that. Shay, you're not really mad. You don't even like Amara like that, in my opinion. So it's like, it's so, you can see through it. Like, it's so visible. That's why Atlanta to me is a lot better, because the relationships are a lot more authentic. Some of these girls are actually real friends. Like Bambi, Sierra, and Erica were actually friends for real. Like, you get what I'm saying? That's what bothers you in Miami. And they keep too much of the same cast. And I don't think the show does Trina any favors. It actually makes Trina look bad, in my opinion. It makes her look like a bitch. And from what I've heard of people that have worked with Trina, she's not a bitch. So the show makes her look like a bitch. So it's like, if I was her, I'd be pissed, because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, y'all making me look crazy. Like, it makes her look like a standoff bitch, and she's not. So that's the problem with this show. Erica, though, did say, not Erica, but Shay did say this is untrue, and that this is false, and that Safari was banging out Amara la Negra, kinky curls out her hair. Listen, mama, you better understand? On my ass? Understand? No.
So you can't run from it now because it didn't play out the way you wanted it to play out. You know, it's unfortunate that Safari wasn't honest with her, and he was still dealing with. Hamada had mentioned some things about her and Safari, and it's a fake storyline and blah, blah, blah. That's cap. I'm sorry. Hell no, I wasn't in the bedroom watching Safari bang Amada's back end, but I can put money on it. It was happening. All that I was dating Safari for a storyline is BS. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. I believe two things can be true. I do think it was for a storyline, but I think they probably developed feelings and started dealing with each other sexually. Before a season airs too, they'll sit with the cast and whatever, and then they'll tell them like, hey, what's your story? Da, da, da. Amara probably came. She was just like, I'm dealing with Alan. I got my twins, you know what I'm saying? And they're like, Amara, this is boring. You're going to need somebody to date this season. Safari's in Miami. What do you think? And then, storyline forms. After, riding him a couple scenes or whatever, he gets a little hard. You know what I'm saying? You want to look at it, and next thing you know, things happen. That's how they end up probably boop, boop, boop. But do I think naturally they just met? It was like, ooh, we should start dating. No. And Shay, to me, and I'm surprised Amara did this, by the way, because I know Mona and the producers probably cussed her out, because you doing this is really bad, because people are not going to want to watch, because it makes the show come off inauthentic. It makes the show come off fake. So you saying that, especially in the middle of a season, like during the beginning of the season, you're saying this, like, that to me is crazy that she even got the nerve enough to say that. Shay's rebuttaling this because Shay has a vested interest in VH1. She has been with VH1 probably now for more than a decade. She's done Flavor, she's done Charm School, a couple other shows or whatever in between. She's team VH1. So anything that makes the network look bad, she's not going to want to go against them. So that's why she's speaking out the way that she did now. She kind of seems pissed, because you're not only messing with your bag, you're messing with all our bags. Because if the ratings go out and they cut Miami and they bring back Hollywood, which they should, we all going to be mad. And we're going to have to move across the country so we could keep her checked. Act Safari, okay? Safari has done every franchise. You can't hate on the man. That man said, I need my check. I'm going to New York. Oh, y'all don't need me here no more. Let me go to Hollywood. Y'all need me no more. Let me go to Atlanta. Y'all need me over here no more. Oh, Erica annoying. She getting on my nerves. Let me go to Miami. That's crazy. Like when you really think about it, that's really insane. And that's why Bobby was pissed because he knows that makes their show look bad because it's like he's not a Miami native. That's another issue I have with Miami. Prince and I said Prince. Princess. Prince is actually Miami. Like the I'm the prince of the city. I get what I want. Like that is actually Miami. But it's like Ray J and Princess, they're not that's not Miami. Like what the fuck? Like that to me is crazy. Nobody cares about their story anymore. And the acting, Ray J, we see through it. Okay, that little poker dealer storyline, bull crap. That's BS. Okay, that's not true. That little poker dealer. Like y'all really playing in our faces at this point. There's so much people in Miami that do music that actually have interesting storylines and their lives are messy as all F. If y'all took the gamble on them and put them on this TV, trust me, y'all ratings will blow through the roof instead of just relying on the followings of these people. I'm telling you.
It is. If I had to show my situation, my realistic situation with my child's father, and the embarrassment behind, the situations that I went through with him. Oh, you ain't running from your situation, Amara. We all have embarrassing moments in our life. It's just what we go through. We chose to go on national television and expose our lives. So you can't run from it now because it didn't play out the way you wanted it to play out. It's unfortunate that Safari wasn't honest with her and he was still dealing with. Amara had mentioned some things about
basically what she was gonna say before it ducked off, because during Atlanta Love and Hip Hop, Safari basically made it, of course, that Erica was still on him, and he was still eating her Debbie cakes out raw. So that's what made Amara look crazy, because it's like, did you know about this? And did he not tell you like he was doing all of this while he was still dealing with you? Because that kind of makes her look crazy as all hell. Okay. But Amara, don't even worry, girl. You and your afro will be a-okay. Okay. Amara is talented. She's gorgeous. And she even can tap into the Latin market. Some of these girls can't do that. So that's where her strength comes in too. Because let's say if she's not on Love and Hip Hop, she could go down to, the Latin markets, and there's a bunch of probably shows out there in the Latin market that will take her in with a quickness. She's done she's done drama-based scripted shows in the Latin market. So she's not going to be, completely out of luck if she ever leaves Love and Hip Hop. That's the problem between her and some of the other girls. Because, yeah. All right, so let's talk Atlanta Housewives. So now there's a huge rumor that B. Scott put out a couple days ago that, the show's getting a whole revamp and they might get rid of the whole cast and keep like 2 or 3 of them. I'm low-key think that this might backfire or it might work really well. It all depends on who they keep, though. That's the problem. If they keep the right people, they will be okay. If they get rid of the wrong people, they're going to be screwed. Now, they're saying that the people that they're planning on keeping, this was the Jasmine brand that reported this, is Candy, Kenya, and Sheree. There's 2 people I think they need to join. Candy, I love Candy, which we're going to get to a little bit on Candy. Candy, no. Candy can go. Sheree, she can go too. To me, Sheree should have never got brought back, to be honest. Candy, in my opinion, storyline has run its course. I heard that Candy and the gang got renewed, so congrats to her. Okay, so I think she should take this as a good thing and go about her business, because I feel like now the show is the producers starting to low-key turn on you because you're getting that $2 million check allegedly, which is a whole lot of money. Okay, she's getting a whole lot of money over there. So I wouldn't do the show if I was doing anymore, because they're gonna try to paint you in a bad light, which might affect your businesses, which already started. It didn't even start affecting her business, but she's starting to get a bad light now out here in the press because of that Courtney interview. Kenya, to me, is the only one that should have been kept out of those 3. Who I would bring back if they were going to keep 3 is shout out to Housewives of ATL. They're the funniest on Instagram when it comes to Housewives Atlanta blogs. It's hilarious. I would keep Kenya. I would keep Drew. And I know this is going to pain me to say, and I would keep Marlo. I would keep those 3. And the reason why is because Drew's story is interesting. Like that to me, that whole divorce thing with the whole Courtney thing, I want to find more out about that because I don't think Courtney is Drew's cousin. Drew's husband's cousin, Ralph's cousin. I think they've dealt with each other. So I would keep her off of that. Marlo, I would just keep for drama purposes, even though I would probably maybe demote her as a friend as filming goes, depending on how she does behavior-wise. But those three were the ones I would keep. Sheree, Candy, and Sonia, all three of you guys can go. And then bring 4 new people. Portia, pay her what she wants to come back. But only on the account of she has to show her authentic story. Because Portia's slick. She's trying to get a big check so she could just come in and not tell us what's really going on in her life, how she got the husband. Oh, no. Nah, you're not that slick. That's why they don't even want to pay her because they know she's going to come in with a BS. She would have to come with her authentic storyline for her to be able to get her peach back. I feel like that's the only way, that's the only fair way for her to be able to come back on the show. All right? People are saying that B. Scott is doing this because B. Scott did an interview with the Breakfast Club a couple months ago and basically said that Bravo was playing games in her face and was going to bring the trailer to somebody else because she kept leaking the seasons as the seasons would go on. So she said, hey, if you keep playing with me, I'm going to mess y'all up in the worst way. And people are thinking that she was putting out this rumor to kind of mess them up in the worst way. I don't really think so. I really feel like they are thinking of this and really thinking of doing some sort of reboot. But I don't think getting rid of all the girls completely is the solution. What the Jasmine brand reported with 3 people staying and like the other 3 going, I like that idea better. Because then you could bring 4 to 5 people in that are completely new and it'd be a whole new show. That to me would make more of an impact than doing it's called like a heavy cutoff. Like that's a heavy cutoff. Like you're not even lightly backing away. Like you cutting me off. Like that's too much of a heavy cutoff. So that light cutoff would be perfect. Okay. Poor Sonya. She got pregnant. And now y'all couldn't let her go. And also they've been dragging Eric. Eric, you guys, is the producer of Atlanta Housewives. And so they've been dragging him because they feel like he is ruining the show. He basically came out and said, hey, I'm not ruined. Like, it's not me. I don't decide what storylines make the show. I don't decide this. I don't decide that. So in my opinion, I'm like, what do you decide? Because that to me is crazy. I do feel bad that y'all are harassing the man. The problem also too that's ruining these shows is that the fandom. The fandom is getting a little bit too crazy. You guys are getting worse than RuPaul Drag Race. Damn. If anybody knows that watches Drag Race, play with that fandom and see what happens. I'm telling you. Like, that fandom is nothing to play with. And you guys are getting near that extremity of that amount because it's getting too much. Okay? I do think though that they should let him go. The reason why I say this is because things did start to go downhill once he took over. And that kind of shows us something. You may not be directly to blame, but you have to take a little bit of fall and take a little bit of accountability for what you did. So it's like, oh, yeah. I feel like it's only right they move with new production. Because if it's going to be a new cast, most of the cast is being new, I think it's only right to move with new production. And another thing, I feel like the Housewives low-key don't respect him because of the way Kenya be talking crap about production, 1. And then 2, I remember that scene where Candace yelled out, Eric, when Giselle said that, Candace's husband made her feel uncomfortable and all that stuff. That to me is crazy. You would never catch one of the other housewives calling out for Carlos like that. Like, you'll never catch Kenya being like, Carlos, I'm not doing this, Carlos. Like, Carlos would be like, I'm not here. No, don't call me. No. So I look, feel like it's a little bit of a respect thing, and that's why they kind of finesse with these storylines the way that they do. I am excited though for them to do like a small reboot to get rid of most of the cast. Like I said, keep Kenya, keep Drew, keep Marlo. Demote Marlo depending Y'all, I had dropped for a little bit, y'all. I'm telling y'all, pray for me in this hurricane, okay? Please. They try to kick the door out. Out of commission with this hurricane, okay? Shout out to my entertainers down here in the South, especially SFL, okay? Because, yeah, danger is coming our way. It's always near my birthday. My birthday's coming up. If you mean, yeah. Shout out to September 13th. It is coming, okay? One last thing I wanted to get into is Pinky Doll, okay? Yes, yes, yes. I love it. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. You guys hear me? Yes, yes, yes. Okay, here's the thing with Pinky Doll. The light skin fishing. I see the issue with it. Y'all, I'm not a TikTok person. Soon to come, I need to get more on TikTok because a lot of my clips, if they were on TikTok, I already went viral by now. That's my biggest mistake. No shade. The thing with Pinky Doll, I get it 100%. The thing with Pinky Doll, I get it 100% why people feel away with her light skin fishing like that. I didn't even know you could do that on TikTok. I thought, you couldn't put this to the point where like she literally bleached herself on TikTok. So I get why people feel away because she looks crazy in real life versus how she looks on TikTok. Not saying she's ugly. To be honest, she's prettier with her normal skin color. It's just a drastic like change because I was like, whoa, like, oh my God. Like I was shocked when I seen that video. I'm like, who the heck is this pretty girl that they just talking about? And I see Pinky Doll. I'm like, that's Pinky Doll? Yes, yes, yes. I don't care though. Even though she did this, I still want to see her win. I don't know if it's because she's Canadian and I know she got some Haitian descent in her because I have a lot of cousins that are from Canada that are Haitian, that live in Canada. So it's like I secretly root for her because of just that one matter, okay? Because of that. I think that, a lot of us, Black people, we need to start rooting for people that are, getting wealth easily without doing anything illegally because our white counterparts do it all the time. We seen how the girl off of Danielle, she got rich and famous off of Come Outside. How about that? Nobody blinked an eye. People didn't like it, but she still was allowed to get rich and famous. So why is it different for Pinky Doll and she's not allowed the same grace? And all she's doing is yes, 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 gra, gra. That light skin fishing, though, she needs to stop. I don't think she should continue doing TikTok with that filter on. A lot of people are saying, though, that it's inspired basically by this culture. I think it's an Asian culture, correct me if I'm wrong, where, they're super pale and they talk just like that with the NPC, with the yes, yes, yes. Like they do that whole thing. So she was trying to emulate that whole character, but it's not flying too well with you being Black. It's just not. She's gorgeous, though. Face eats, body eats. Personality, I like it. Okay. Let me know what you guys think down below about some of these topics down below. I know y'all missing for them later days. I've been going, yeah, I was going. Some of y'all was like, oh my God, what happened? I'm like, relax. Okay. I'm fine. Okay. Let me know what you guys think down below about some of these topics, and we out.
No personal thing.